Hello everyone, my name is Tacos and welcome to another episode of Spellbreak in Depth. Today, we're going to be covering the Wind Gauntlet, going over DPS, mana consumption, optimal ranges, and more. As a reminder, this is Wind as an offhand, and class skills, damage mods, and fervor will not be taken into account during this. Alright, let's get into it. The Wind Gauntlet is like the SMG of Spellbreak. It quickly fires wind shears and does more damage close range than it does long range. Damage fall off starts at 5 meters and ends at about 20 meters. Maximum damage for the Wind Gauntlet goes as follows: 7 for common, 9 for uncommon, 10 for rare, 11 for epic, and 12 for legendary. The projectile itself travels a maximum distance of 79 meters. In my own testing, I discovered that the wind projectile actually travels at 79 meters per second. This isn't 100% accurate, but it's as close as I can get to the actual speed. Optimal range for the Wind Gauntlet, in my opinion, is around 0 to 15 meters for reliable damage. The Gauntlet has a Tornado sorcery that has a 15-second cooldown. The Tornado itself has a 4-second duration and has a 13-meter radius in which it can pull enemies inside of it. It pulls you as well, but it pulls the enemies harder. You can cast it a maximum of 28 meters in front of you. The Wind Gauntlet has a 0.1 second cast time. This means there's actually a slight delay before your wind shear comes out. The Wind Gauntlet has a 0.15 second recovery time. This is the time it takes for you to be able to shoot another wind shear. But on the bright side, it has 0 mana recharge delay. Mana cost for the Wind Gauntlet goes as follows: 9 for common, uncommon, and rare actually, and 8 for epic and legendary. Fun fact, this is the same mana consumption as the Lightning Gauntlet. Next, let's talk about DPS. Keep in mind, you should consider this as if we were point blank with the Gauntlet with no travel time taken into account. The DPS values go as follows: 21 for common, 27 for uncommon, 30 for rare, 33.65 for epic, and 36.71 for legendary. The Wind Gauntlet has a lot of elemental interactions, actually. Your wind shears can deflect toxic spray, fireballs, ice lances, boulders, toxic clouds, and can also collide with other wind shears. Your tornadoes can combine with fire, lightning, and toxic, and wind shears fired through a lightning tornado will leave behind small balls of lightning, and anyone who touches those balls will become shocked. Shears that are shot through toxic nados will have a toxic mist carried on them, and they will leave the toxic mist wherever they land, applying corrosion and a constant tick of damage as long as your enemy is inside of the mist. Your tornado can also curve projectiles' trajectories, just like fireballs, toxic sprays, boulders, toxic clouds, frost shots, and wind shears as well, actually. Considering the elemental interactions, its DPS close range, and mana consumption, I would rank the Wind Gauntlet in A tier offhand for most classes. And that's it for this episode of Spellbreak in Depth. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate if you left a like, and subscribe if you want to see more. Till next time, I'll see you in the HoloLands.